Hey everyone and welcome to this onboarding tutorial. In today's episode we are going to check out the main and most powerful feature of WAP. It's literally the heart of the entire platform. So let me go ahead and navigate to the flows page. Now before we jump in, let me briefly explain what a flow actually is. Basically, anytime your client sends you a message, depending on the type of message, you need to trigger a specific automation. Why? Because you can have different flows for different use cases. For example, collecting feedback, automating appointments, handling support, and many more. A flow is essentially a sequence of messages your bot sends to a customer, guiding them through the specific interaction. Alright, so let me open up this flow I made like a minute ago. Now, quick tip, if you ever feel stuck or don't know where to start, you can always check out our flow templates in the documentation. And for testing purposes, I highly recommend to keeping it simple at first, maybe just 3 or 4 blocks, just to see how the bot behaves and not get overwhelmed. Once you have done with some initial testing and start to see the value of the product, you can upgrade to the Pro plan and create more advanced flows with integrations and AI automation. Alright, let's get back to the flow creation. So here is my simple flow, and the first thing I want to do is walk you through all the available block types in WAP, just to show you how flexible the system is. You can see them all right here. You need to click this purple button and here you go. So first up we have the start block. It's not even really a block, it's just the entry point for your flow. You can only have one start block per flow and it's created automatically. Okay, well, next one we've got the flow block, and this one simply allows you to trigger another flow from within your current flow. Super useful if you want to break things into smaller modules. Then we have a note block. This one more for internal use. You can leave comments or notes for your team while building the flow. Alright, moving on, there's the randomizer block, which lets you do things like A/B testing or even build fun quizzes or random logic flows. And now, one of my personal favorites, the content block. This block is incredibly powerful. You can send text messages, videos, images, voice messages, files, and even WhatsApp contact cards. You can also add call to action buttons like call us or visit website, as well as regular buttons for different actions. To add a new button, you just simply need to click here, enter the name of the button, and if you want to use it like a CTA, you just simply need to select this checkbox and fill in all the data. For example, website URL or your phone number and etc. And here something really important, you can also collect your user data using this block. For example, email addresses, appointment dates, company names, or even specific user requests. To collect this data, you simply need to click on input block, type your question, and choose the field where you want to store this data. Well, if you click here, you can select the right option according to the type of data you are trying to collect. For some fields, you cannot select a specific variable, as you can see here. That's because we have some predefined system fields for such values as email, first name, last name, phone, and etc. And at the bottom you have an option to specify how many times you want to send a retry message in case the user fills the wrong data format, as in the case with email, for example. Plus you have an option to set the conditional exits, like what to do if the user responds or what to do if he doesn't. Super handy. Moving on, we have the action block. With this one you can trigger backend actions like adding text to a subscriber, for example if he has made a purchase, assigning a chat to one of your team members, or subscribing the user to a sequence, which is basically a drip campaign that sends future messages automatically. Next up is the delay block, which allows you to pause communication for a set period of time. This can be used to simulate more natural conversations or control timing. Then there is a condition block, which gives you the ability to split the flow based on certain criteria. For example, if a user has a certain tag, you can send them down the one path, and if they don't, they go down another. Great. After that we have the menu block. This lets you send WhatsApp menu style buttons, kind of like a list of options your customer can choose from. And to do that, you need to switch the type to button list. You can include up to 10 menu buttons in a single block. Well, now let's talk about the integration block, hands down the most powerful and flexible block in the WAP platform. It allows you to send data to almost any external platform like CRMs, payment gateways, e-commerce systems, and basically any service you use. Just a heads up though, this block isn't available during the free trial, but if you want to see it in action, check out our video called "What is the integration block" on our YouTube channel. This flow sends an image to the customer along with some basic info. Then the AI responds to a user's query, generates a price estimate, and sends it to Razorpay to create a payment link. Pretty cool, right? Alright, that's it for now. In the next video we are going to test this flow live and see how it works in action. See you soon.